Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
It's the month of May.
Yay!
It's the month of our Blessed Mother.
Yep, absolutely. And continuing on our promise from last week, we will be discussing today more about the Marian devotion. And specifically, we're going to cover what it means to be consecrated to Our Lady.
That's right.
So, what is this? What does it mean to be consecrated to Our Lady? What happens? Well, let me tell you. Consecrating yourself to Mary is one of the surest and fastest ways to draw closer to Jesus. Mm-hmm. The idea is that you go to Jesus, but you go to Jesus through Mary. And who better to ask for help on our earthly pilgrimage in our efforts to become saints? Number one, Mary loves us. Number two, she wants to help us.
And so there are many ways to do a consecration to Mary, but specifically we're going to speak to you about one that's called the 33 Days to Morning Glory by Father Michael Gately. And actually both Miss Price and myself have done this consecration and have found it very helpful. And so the 33 Days to Morning Glory, the first thing you need to note is that it's a very easy retreat to do. Many of the saints will also tell you that the fastest way to become a saint is by consecrating yourself to our Blessed Mother. It's going to accelerate this journey tremendously, right? You will find many lights along the way. And then you might ask, how do you do it? How is this done? Well, you read one page a day, and at the end of your time of reflection, you do a quick prayer that has been provided for you. And at the end of your retreat, on the 33rd day, you do that consecration to Mary. It's suggested that you go to confession and then go to Mass, and after you have received the Holy Eucharist, to consecrate yourself to our Blessed Mother. And if you do it in a group, you might want to choose a special time and place, maybe to go to a special place here in the area that allows you to come together and to reflect as a group and then do your consecration as a group.
Every time I've done the consecration to Our Lady, I've done it in a group. And we've just kind of been creative, even in COVID. Like we did all of our meetings online. And then for our final meetup on our consecration day, we went to adoration and we said our prayer together in adoration. I've also heard of a friend of mine, he drove out to the mountains to make his consecration because that's a place he loved. So he drove out and read the prayer there in the snow.
That's amazing. I've had many encounters with our Lord as I go out to the mountains. So I understand that completely. Right? So throughout the course of the retreat, you will learn about Marian devotions from different saints. The saints are Saint Louis de Montfort, Saint Maximilian Kolbe, Saint John Paul II, and Saint Mother Teresa of Calcutta.
Great team.
Yes, for sure. You're among good company. So throughout the course of the readings, you will find more about what it means to be consecrated to Our Lady. And by the end of the retreat, you will be able to make an informed decision about whether this is something that you want to do. This is something you desire to live in under the protection of our Blessed Mother. And like Emily mentioned, it's best to do it in a small group where you can meet on a regular basis and discuss what you're doing. That always creates that accountability, as well as it creates a lot of insights from others around you. You can ask yourself questions like, what do you love? What confuses you? What challenges you in each of the writings of the saints that you are going to read in these days?
And it doesn't have to be exhaustive. The small group that I did it with, we met every 2 weeks online, just on a Zoom call.
For sure. No, it's very helpful to just touch base with somebody else and make that connection. And then sometimes it's also an opportunity to invite someone else who you want to have a Marian devotion, and you can do that again yourself and renewing that devotion that maybe you already have, but bringing somebody else into the flock of our Blessed Mother. The more sheep, the better. All right, so if you are interested in doing this retreat, the great news is that the books, 33 Days to Morning Glory, they're very cheap. They are not expensive at all, and we will include links to the books in the description of the video. If you are a parent or a teacher from Clearwater Academy in Calgary, Alberta, we actually have the pamphlets for the complete consecration available for you for free. So, got all the prayers.
Even cheaper.
Yeah.
So if you would like to be put into a group with other individuals wanting to make the consecration, then just reach out. But even better, get your own group. Get your own friends. We'll give you the books.
Exactly. And however, you don't need to meet in person. Everything can be done online. And then when you finish, you can go to the Mass and do your own consecration. And something I thought about, a special place that's here in Calgary, well, here close to Calgary, in Canmore, is the new shrine of Our Lady of the Rockies.
So beautiful.
And so going there and knowing that it's dedicated to our Blessed Mother, and being in the mountains, as we mentioned before, a place where you lift your eyes and your mind to our Lord, might be a beautiful place to do it. So, choose the place where you think is going to help you best to continue that devotion. But we highly encourage that you follow this 33 days to morning glory or another Marian consecration, and allow Mary to help you to grow in holiness and become the saint that you are called to be. So I hope this talk is helpful for you as you continue on your journey, and have a wonderful week, and may God bless you.
Bye.